My parents, this is the first time they're going to be hearing of this because they're going to be watching now. So.
They didn't know you did this.
Nah, I didn't tell it so.
Did you ever get into fights because of your brother?
Oh no, we never got into fights. So we grew up soft boys. See these hands?
Yes.
It's for counting money and loving women. Yeah. I do not. Someone just called me and said, Olamide would like to talk to you, like the Olamide. Like, yeah, text this number. No, I'm not signed. Would you like to join YBNL? I'm like, come on, who's this person?
On the text.
Believe for myself, yeah. What's up? Like, yes, I love it. So he was just waiting for me to just answer. Because the minute I said yes, I just saw the notification pop. Because I was following him on Twitter. Yeah. I said, notification, pump Olamide YBNL. Welcome to FIREBOY, to YBNL FIREBOY.
Where's the paperwork?
I'm like, is that how they sign people these days?
Are you challenging me? You wanna go, bro?
I will lie, I'll lose. It's been a long time.
Alright, what's happening, people? This time it is a Friday morning. What is happening? You know the drill, though. You're at the lift, Lauren's talking nonsense. Ask her if a ring is, lab diamonds or real diamonds. That will distract her for a little while and you can get that report done ASAP. We've got a big special guest in the building today, hailing all the way from the motherland.
Yeah.
FIREBOY. Yeah. What's happening?
I'm good, bro. Blessed.
Good. Diamonds, jewelry, you're into it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have to.
It's part of the character.
I mean, it's all part of the blings and all that stuff. People like to see stuff shine. People like to see artists shine. So, I'm more into gold, Sha.
Yeah.
I got tired of diamonds really quick. Yeah.
I was gonna is that because the game's changing? Because there's lab diamonds. You can't like lab gold.
No, it's a personal thing. I think it's just everywhere. So, I phase out of things really fast. So I think gold looks better on dark-skinned men. Personal
I get
preference.
you. I get you. Yeah. Gold is very, very clean. I like rose gold better though. Rose is
that's the one that has the white.
It's a bit like pink. Like it's a bit like you got rose, right?
Yeah. It needs buffing though.
Yeah. That's how it be because we wear our rings every day. So our joints get. It's women that don't wear their rings every day.
Yeah.
I remember when I was getting mine. I looked at mine. I was like, this is my old ring anyway. I was like, mine looks scuffed up. And then my missus was like, yeah, can you take mine to get cleaned as well? I remember when I saw hers, I said, you need to wear your ring more. Because the way mine was scuffed, I was like, I'm washing plate, I'm doing all these things. And she only wears it to go out.
Yeah.
I was like, my God, dude's like, I don't need to shine this, it's fine. Like, yours needs a whole layer taken off. But yeah, I'm into rose gold, to be fair.
So first thing I want to know, so when you took Madonna on a date?
She took me on a date.
Oh, okay.
Wow. So she paid?
Well, yeah.
It's Madonna.
It's Madonna, man. Come on, allow.
Did you run it up?
I mean, I offered, but bro, the things that we discussed on that date.
Oh yeah.
There was no way I could, It was the dynamics was different. It was refreshing, Sha, for me because I mean I was able to see things from a different perspective. Like, okay, so this is what it feels like to be taken out on a date. It was different, but I mean, it's Madonna, man.
So what, like, how? Tell us about the day. Like, so she took you out in the evening?
Yeah, it was an evening.
Did she pick you up?
No.
What kind of
day is this, man?
It's already bad enough that she took me out on a date.
It's not bad.
She took me out.
It's not bad.
No. I pulled up on my ones. It was calm. Yeah, I can't discuss all the details.
Yeah.
For
Personal
not so obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But it was very crazy. She's a crazy woman. She's a crazy woman.
From the outside looking in. Where'd she take you?
I forgot the name of the restaurant, but it was really nice.
That's all right. Did you run up a check?
Bro, I tried. Bro, there was no way I could.
What did you order? the most expensive.
No. I'm not even
He's
like
being
me
modest.
with food, Seth. I'm very conservative. I love my Nigerian food. I've been eating Nigerian food for almost 3 decades now, so it's very hard to try to. It's not so easy
When they
to.
bring the sushi
Yeah, all
style.
those, I don't even mess with that. Like I was on my steak. I'm always on steak and fries. Well done. No, I
Well
don't-
done.
the
Have
only-
you tried
yeah.
medium? Have you tried any below?
Yeah, so
well
now
done?
I've that well done is very hard. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
So now I've gone down to medium well.
Yeah,
And I think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
where I'm gonna stop.
Yeah,
Anything
I can't.
below that,
Yeah.
bro. Why are you looking at blood? Like
I hear that.
pink
but
blood on
when
the
you
thing.
see, that's
crazy,
the thing.
man.
We were doing as black people. We was finishing ourselves chewing on this tough meat when it was supposed to be cooked medium rare.
medium.
Soon,
Even
when
medium
you go,
rare, Seth, you still see pink blood
you
now.
will,
I'm
but
not
you're
in
supposed
rare, yeah.
to.
Nah,
I can't
man,
do medium
come on.
rare.
That's what is carnivore. That's a carnivorous animal
Yeah,
vibes now.
Medium rare. Well, the thing
Yes,
is,
now.
we're already eating.
We're
that.
already carnivores.
We're already carnivores. We're already there.
We are omnivores.
Some people are.
What's omnivore?
That's
Like, only eat
like
plants,
plants
like,
and stuff.
I mean, we
plants.
eat both plants and
Yeah,
we eat vegetables and we mix up now.
Yeah.
but
Oh, you just plain meat.
Nah, I eat my veg and my fruit and veg. But
Do you eat meat though?
pause. Yeah.
Trying to set him up.
That's the way the meat is supposed to be cooked.
Yeah, it's supposed to be soft, granted, but not to the point of seeing blood, bro.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
too
Come
much.
on, man.
That's how it was
That's too much.
intended.
We went out to a steakhouse, me and my brethrens, and they're like, this is the thing, like when you are in a place where you're ordering your own meal, that's fine, you order what you want, but we was ordering like, all right, let's get the tomahawk and let's get this and then let's all like split it. So as soon as I looked around, I said, I know these guys are some medium rare guys. So I'm gonna have to firm it. I was like, medium well? They were like, no way, bro. We need it medium rare, otherwise he's burning it. Like, what's the point? I had it and I didn't enjoy it.
Is it?
Mental block. I was like, it's just too pink for me.
Well done, you're getting all of the juice.
No, well done is like,
Yeah. It took me like 5-6 times to actually like come to terms like, come on, man, Damola, you have to calm down.
Yeah.
yeah.
So medium well.
Yeah.
That's where it's at for me.
Yeah.
I'm not going below that.
Do you ever cook?
I used to cook a lot in uni to survive.
Okay. So it wasn't steak back then that you were cooking?
No. It was rice, beans, drink Gary on this. And when I don't have money, but I mean, now it's just, I haven't cooked in a while.
Yeah.
Not really that much. I don't think it's a fun activity.
It's not. It
It's
really
not.
isn't.
What, cooking?
Yeah. I do it
yeah.
on special occasions for my wife.
Ah.
Like, it's hard. It's hard, man.
People that enjoy it, God, that's crazy, man. I think it's crazy. Like, you enjoy cooking.
Yeah.
I had a cousin that enjoyed washing clothes, like not washing machine. She would sit down and literally hound everyone in the house. Do you have any dirty clothes? Do you have any dirty clothes?
Yeah.
And pile it up to a big heap like this and washing. How can you enjoy that? It's crazy.
That's different.
Like, cooking is up there. Like, that's crazy, man.
I'm with you.
But
on that.
I get it, making food and watching people that you love and care about.
Yeah,
eat and
enjoy the
enjoy,
food. Yeah.
I'm sure that's where the satisfaction is. Like, you cannot
Yeah.
be in the kitchen there. Just
No.
the eats, everything is mad.
Yeah.
Because
But I mean-
when she like, I don't like it when she springs it on me today. Like, oh, can you cook today? I'm like, I haven't mentally prepared. Like, let me like mentally prepare. Okay, on Tuesday next week I'll be cooking. That's when they'll.
If
be
you have to
like,
mentally prepare to do anything,
Yeah.
that's how you know.
That's how you know. It's not a good thing.
So, where were you at uni in Lagos?
No, Ile-Ife. That's
Right.
yeah, it's way far from Lagos, far from Abeokuta where I grew up. I needed to get away from home,
Mm-hmm.
I think every teenager at that point just wanted to get away from home. That's what uni was to us at the time.
The rules were too strict at home.
No, really, it's just, well, kinda, because African parents, man, but
Yeah.
I think it was pretty chill, but I just needed to find purpose, man, because
Yeah.
I was like, life cannot be just getting good grades. Like, there's got to be more to life than this. So I needed to really explore more, and because they call us get inside. our parents didn't really let us really go out there. So
Yeah.
because out there was wild.
Yeah.
Fair to them, it was wild. I grew up in a very crazy community. Like I wouldn't want to raise my kids and allow them like just mingle there. So I get it. I know it's okay.
What or who kind of should? Because over here, us in it boys, we kind of like see maybe there's white people in the area that will, you know, have a lot more freedom than us. Where they're kids with freedom, but then also was it like there's lots of stories of, oh, this person never finished college and they became billionaire. Like, is there that in Nigeria that, you know, there's all these examples of people that didn't finish school or that was outside a lot and still made good of themselves?
Well, in my time, there were not a lot of those. I mean, now you can say, yeah, most kids are being creative, and a lot of parents are even allowing it. You know, you hear parents say, "Oh, my child be a footballer," because they can see. Our generation has kind of made it really like obvious. Like, you don't have to go to school and finish school and be some scholar to be successful. In fact, there are no jobs, man. Like the rest like unemployment rate is like really crazy. So, but back then you had to really show workings. You had to show that you knew what you were doing, and that's what I did. I had to show my parents that I really knew what I was doing. Because I was a straight A student. I was a nerd in school, shades and everything, good grades. My mom was a teacher in my school, in my secondary school, so I was prim and proper. But I just knew I was meant for something, you know, bigger than that. So when I went to uni and I discovered music, and I was like, wow, this is something I'm also good at and really good at. And that was when I knew that, this is it. I stopped going to class.
What did you go to study?
I studied English.
English? Oh, okay.
I wanted to study law, actually. My dad wanted me to study law, but I missed the cutoff mark by like 4 marks. So when you miss the cutoff mark, like that, they just bring you down to the... it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't. But I'm glad it happened because I can't imagine myself...
As a lawyer. The law.
No, in this suit as well. Imagine a lawyer showing up with the China button.
Come on, man. Come on, man, please.
We'll go into prison.
Even lawyer too. Come. We'll all go, bro.
Yeah, it was fun.
So how did you end up stumbling across music then in uni?
I was hanging out with the cool kids in school, and the cool kids were the musicians, the dancers, you know. So I ended up in the studio one day with, you know, the cool kids then, and I was like, I can sing too. I mean, I knew I could sing, but I didn't know I was that good. So I just jokingly just entered the booth and I just made one very sweet love song with, you know, guitar, and everybody was wild. In fact, I used to be a rapper too. And then one of my friends that knew me said, if you rap again. It was a beautiful song, and I got back to my dorm room that night. I listened to the song all night. I was like, I created this thing. Wow. Like the same way I used to listen to the Afrobeat artists that time. I'd be like, how did they make this thing? I was like, so you can make this thing yourself too. That's mad. You know, and I was like, I finally felt a sense of purpose that none of the A's and the B's I used to get, or the first class that I was on, none of that gave me that sense of, you know, I was like, I think this is it.
And that was what gave me that would make me happy still. Because I didn't get many A's. Maybe you was a straight A student, so after a while
it gets boring.
Fair.
But if we got an A, when we're comparing, you know, grades in the playground, we got an A still.
I got one. I'll still hang on to it to this day. I got an A for maths.
Same here. I had a B. I was so terrible at maths. I was having F, and then the final exam, the WAEC, I had a B. What? I know, I held on to that one for a while.
You have to hold on.
Till this day. I still suck at math though.
Kids will know. A-star in English.
I'll definitely use the brag.
So what was the early life like in Niger?
I grew up in a very sleepy town, Abeokuta. Nothing much was going on. The kids around, most of them were not going to school. So I couldn't even really relate. I just go to school, come back home, listen to my Celine Dion and my Elton John, and I've always dealt with insomnia even as a kid. So 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I'm awake, listening to the radio, and then the radio stations that time used to play all this old R&B soft music, and then there was this thing that MTN used to do, Extra Cool, where you could call from 12 to 4 a.m. for free. Me and my girlfriend would just talk that time and then listen to
12
to 4. Yeah, to 4 a.m.
You were on the phone to a girl.
Not the whole 4 hours. Come on.
No, I know, but like this is.
That was
Hey,
your opportunity.
hey, allow. I was young.
Yeah, I hear it.
That was my first girlfriend. I was excited. So I'll talk to her maybe like 1 hour, and then the rest spend it just listening to the radio, and they will play all these R&B pop songs, very soft 80s music too. And I was like, this is mad. So that's what I really grew up like wanting to make. So obviously I listen to Afrobeats as well too. So my music is a bit of a merge of both.
Yeah.
So you can hear that soul in my Afrobeats. That's where that soul is from.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of music. So yeah, school, church, home, nothing much until I went to uni.
Job at no point. It wasn't no job, no income.
That was like later after school. When I went to Lagos too. Also, oh yeah, I did just one very weird job. I served at a pepper soup restaurant. It was crazy. No, at some point I had to there was one day I did it for like 4 days or 5 days because I was like, what are you doing here? Yeah. Come on, but because at the time I was writing songs to survive. I would write songs for people, for artists.
Yeah.
I wrote for Tiwa Savage. It was so crazy because when I later met her, she didn't remember me.
Yeah.
From that time. She didn't remember me that time.
Right.
But I mean, that's how it works, right? You know,
Yeah.
like people, I was just like a fly on the wall at the time. But I wrote for people. I sold my songs to make money. At some point, that wasn't really forthcoming anymore. So I had to go out there and do something. So I served pepper soup.
For 4 days.
Yeah, but then I had to ask myself that this doesn't fit you, bro. Like, what are you doing here? And then I was like, I didn't even collect my salary. I just left. But it was crazy.
Oh.
And I think a few months after that was when OLAMIDE signed me up. So
Like that. Yeah.
thank God for that. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was considering selling rechargeable lamps. After I met one guy under a Ajah bridge. He was telling me about the business, and I was like, man,
It's better than soup, isn't it?
Bro, to me at the time it was more dignifying, man.
Yeah,
because
in
at least they will
Nigeria
see
as
you
well.
as on the street selling rechargeable lamps. That's still cool, but like selling pepper soup is crazy, bro. It's crazy, man.
Was it a busy stand or the pepper soup one?
Huh?
Was it busy? Business was jumping or?
Yeah, I mean, it was calm. It was like a roadside joint, just by the road, on that Baduri streets in Ajah. Very crazy place, man.
Come up.
My parents, this is the first time they're going to be hearing of this because they're going to be watching now. So.
They didn't know you did this.
Nah, I didn't tell it so.
I told your dad.
This is the first time I'm saying it anywhere.
Let me get fish peppers. Damola.
Crazy. It's crazy, man. But I mean, thank God, man.
Yeah, we thank God.
Yeah, man. You going to check if that stool is still there? They're still
I've not been to that place ever since I left. Man,
Right.
I've not been. I don't know, man. I don't really care for that place. That place holds a lot of memories. And the kind of person I am, I subconsciously repress memories like that.
Right.
Just straight back up. That's all in the past, man.
Yeah. Do you think it's a good thing though? Like, do you think it helps you, or have you seen where someone said, "Hey, do you remember this? Like, you need to, pay respect to that or remember that."
Yeah, I mean, once in a while I do, but like, it only serves me when, in times like this, when someone's asking me, "Oh, so tell me about your past." Oh yeah, I'll mention it. But I think it's good.
Yeah.
I think it's bad to remember too much of the past.
Okay.
There's a reason why those things are in the past. Trust me, it's more good than bad.
Yeah.
From my experience, really.
I agree.
Yeah.
You don't live in the moment when you're holding on to the past too much.
Exactly.
Like you always think, oh yeah, those were the good times.
Exactly.
And you're chasing something
As
that
in,
was.
Yeah.
There's the moment, there's the future. Like those two are very important. That past is
Yeah.
somehow. Maybe when you also reminisce, it's important to and always subconsciously remember where you're coming from. But
Yeah, of course.
I don't think selling pepper soup is even something that
You
that
need
is
to
going to
remember.
inspire. Like, there's nothing inspiring about it.
That's inspiring. Look at you now. It's like I used to
Yeah,
sell
Someone
but
could be serving pepper soup right
Right
now.
now.
Their 4th day in, they'll say by the 5th, I need to leave because
If you're watching this after
Fireboy.
a shift at the pepper soup joint, believe in yourself.
Tell them.
There are
all the
greater
pepper
things,
soup
man.
owners right now, they're losing their staff. Could be Fireboy. I'm leaving this place, bro.
Crazy.
What about so I think I saw that you got siblings, right?
Yeah,
You're
two
the
brothers.
oldest?
Yeah.
Right. So how was it being, because a lot of times when we look at the sibling dynamic, a lot of people say that the oldest sibling has to grow up quick, like too quick.
That's an unspoken rule. Yeah.
Unspoken rule. Do you feel like you had a childhood?
Yes, I did, because the age difference between my brothers and I is not that much. So we grew up as friends, really. But from my parents' perspective, I had to shoulder everything.
Yeah.
In fact, there was a time I had to go to public school so that my siblings could go to
Private school.
You know, something like that. And then there are times when things will happen and my dad, the word I hated the most was responsibility. Responsible.
Yeah,
You have to be responsible. You're the eldest. I heard that word for years. You know, so that it's ingrained in your head. You have to shoulder everything. You have to, take care of this, blah, blah, blah. I think it comes naturally as a firstborn child. You know, you're responsible for your siblings. You're responsible for upholding the family name, blah, blah, blah. Stuff like that. I mean, I had a childhood. But I think I didn't become a man, or I didn't really understand the importance of being a grown-ass man until I left home and went to uni. That was when I really saw life. And then I realized that I was sheltered from a lot of things. Yeah.
What's the makeup? How many siblings do you have?
2 brothers.
2 brothers.
So 3.
Okay,
3
3
boys.
boys.
It was
Like
tough.
you.
It was tough for my parents. Growing up now, I realized why a lot of times things were like, my dad would just come home, probably frustrated from work or something, and then we just see that I'd be broken. We used to play football because they never allowed us outside. They would say, do not step outside. You know, and I understood the kind of environment it was. I got it. Yeah, I wouldn't want my kids to mix with these people too. But like, so we'll get sellotape and then wrap paper and form it into a ball. And then we'll play ball in the sitting room. And then set one place, and so we broke a lot of things. This one broke walls, broke TV. So we just come on one day, maybe frustrated from one, just say that we've broken something and be like, I get it. I get it now. I get it now.
TV. It's not easy to replace.
No, it's not. It's not.
That's the part I'm scared of. I'm scared of when the kids start breaking stuff. Because up to now, my children haven't been breaking stuff. They might like mark something, a bit of pen marking, like the like, not the duvet, you know, is it the throw? You know, the kind of like furry, that kind of one, that joint. Like a bit of marking, it's fine, we can wash it. But there's been nothing that's broke.
Do you have things out though for them to break?
There's things to break. There's vases, there's things to break.
Man,
if they want to
break your heart, man, bro.
Hey, that's a real positive way to look at it. As long as you don't break my heart. Break the house. Just don't break my heart.
Do you know what could have been the worst thing for you to do to like upset your dad, to like break his heart?
I think I already have, man.
Well, being the music.
I was gonna say, I bet it was a tattoo.
Yeah.
Whenever they come to visit me, I'm always on Jalabia, like
cover,
up.
yeah.
You know,
As if
those
they haven't
tattoos,
seen.
they break his heart every time he sees them. I'm breaking his heart right now.
What about the earrings? Did they like that?
Nah. These
That was
tattoos,
fine. Okay.
he would never forgive me for this thing.
It
But like,
earrings from
even
my
if I
mum.
ended up a banker, I would have still had the tattoos, because it's not even about being an artist for me. I'm just that kind of person. I see them as arts, because sometimes I want to be shirtless but still look like I'm dressed up. You know, I want to wear singlet and step into a place and still have a presence, and I think that's what tattoos are to me. So
What are they like? What's your?
it's different bunch of stuff. This is a piano. This is the god of the sun and music, Apollo.
Okay.
This is my mother's name. This one was a bribe, because when I told her that,
Everyone,
but she said, so, you know, that she's the one I can easily like lay it on. She's like, hey, it's your name, oh. And then I saw her face soften up, like, even though. You know, so it's different stuff, man. It's just, some tattoos don't have to have meaning. They just have to look beautiful.
Yeah. That's the thing I struggle with. For me, it needs to have meaning. It's there forever. Like, what if one day I wake up and I hate pianos?
It's just, I get it, Sha, but sometimes it's just things for vibes, man. Because at the end of the day, we're all going to die, bro. And it won't matter anymore.
Yeah.
So
When God comes to judge you.
God's not going to judge you for
Let me
tattoos.
see your skin. Let me see. Wow. Yeah, tattoos is tough, man. I've always said, like, I don't know what would make me get a tattoo, because whatever would make me get a tattoo, I would probably just buy artwork. I'll probably put it on the wall. I don't know what it is about me putting ink on my skin that I've been like,
Oh, you're scared of the needle.
No, not even the needle. I kind of, part of me wants to see if I can actually take it.
Yeah.
Part
That's
of me
the
wants
only
to,
reason I'd get one.
Yeah. So part of me kind of feels like,
Depends on where. Sure.
Yeah, I've heard like some places are more uncomfortable, but like, I don't know. I'm just like, it is a bit too permanent for me, and I could get artwork and I could take it down if I don't like it no more. Do you know what I mean? And then I've seen removing tattoos is painful as well. So I'm like, forget it. It's blood in, blood out. I'm all right. I'm all right.
Fair enough.
I'm all right of that. But I remember when my brother got a tattoo. I'm like, there's always actually, would you say that older kids are the rebels or youngest? And think of your families. Is it the oldest or the youngest?
The youngest usually get away with stuff. Like the attention is usually on the oldest, the oldest.
Yeah.
The attention is rarely on the last. So I think that gives leeway for them to like just do things, I guess. But depends on the home, on the kind of family it is.
Yeah.
So some youngest don't have it easy.
No, they don't. But you give me rebel vibes.
Yeah, but I was very, very smart with my own. Because I, as the firstborn child, I understood that, you know, I had to maintain some level of responsibility. You know, so I was very low-key with my own. My parents never caught me with any, you know, woman scandal, like love letters and all that stuff in school. I was very smooth with it. My younger brother was not so smooth with his own. So several love letters to different women. It was. Maybe you're right about the last born thing, because that one was crazy with the girls. And the man, I'm like, why would you let them catch you? Why would you let them catch you? Like, come on.
It's the freedom.
You think I put love letter inside dustbin? Who does that? Why? Burn it, bro. Come on. That's like love letter 101, bro. You never do that. You never allow it in the house, bro. I was a rebel, but they didn't really know until much later.
Yeah. I just think like love letters. Did we write love letters?
Nah, we didn't. We text.
Message.
It wasn't necessarily a love letter. It's like I'd pass notes in class.
Is it?
That's crazy.
That's what we had to do.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Side by side, you write your note, pass it to her, she write hers, pass it back. How we got it in.
But when you're delivering the love letter, do you get someone else to deliver it, or do you?
At first, yes.
Yeah.
And then it's crazy because the one of my guys actually used Tipex. Do you know Tipex?
Yeah.
He cleaned my name.
And then put his
I'm not
own.
going to lie. The audacity to do that it was wild to me. I'm like, how could you not know that she would know that you cleaned something?
Yeah, so clear.
Crazy, man.
2 white dash.
And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I have to like man up and actually start delivering this thing myself.
Yeah.
That was a good lesson there. I learned that one. But it was tough, man, because my mom was a teacher in my school, so I had to be really.
Oh yeah. That's right.
You were really smooth with it,
I
then.
had to be smooth.
She didn't,
But I didn't become wayward until uni, when I had the freedom to really, you know, walk up to people and do things myself and all that stuff.
Were you and your brothers ever in the same school at the same time?
Yeah, my immediate younger brother was in we went to the same uni.
Did he ever get flogged and you had to help him get back?
Like get back, like how?
Like pull up on the guys that flogged him. Like, did you ever get into fights because of your brothers?
Oh no, we never got into fights. So we grew up soft boys. See these hands?
Yes.
It's for counting money and loving women. I do not fight. We fought each other at home, but like out. Hey, I'm a soft boy. Bro, fight,
That's what counting
never.
money.
All right. What we do on this show sometimes is judge a book by its cover.
Okay.
So we're gonna judge you by your cover today. So I'm gonna hand you a whiteboard and a pen, and what you have. I'm gonna let you know what you have to write down, and these guys have to guess what is on your board. So we're judging Fireboy by his cover today. So I need you to write down 5 things.
My handwriting is terrible, so
That's all right.
you
That's
might
all
even
right.
judge wrongly. You might judge right, but you might not even be able to read the judgment.
Nah, as long as you can read it, it's fine.
So the first thing is your favorite social media app. So you'll write your favorite social media app. The second thing will be your favorite city to perform. So I'll slow down. So social media app, favorite city to perform. The third thing will be your favorite film genre. So comedy, action, rom-com, Nollywood. Number 3 is football team.
Wait, number 2 is
Yeah, no, two city,
is
3 is
city.
film,
City
to
4 is football team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, easy. I'll write that right now.
Mm-hmm. And then the 5th one is your favorite hairstyle on women.
okay.
While they're just finishing that off, remember guys, if this is your first time here, click subscribe. We're en route to 150,000 subscribers. Yeah, we've got one of those for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, 150k subscribers. Shout out to the audio listeners. That's Spotify, audio, and Apple Podcast, as well as wherever you get your audio. Make sure you subscribe, be leaving comments. It's a Friday, so we'll get to your comments on Monday. There is a raffle to Brazil at the moment, so we gave away a trip to Tokyo. Now we're doing Brazil for the Carnival in 2025. So click the link in the description, get the ticket for your raffle. And we're also doing a trip to Manchester. Shout out to Co-op Live. They've hooked us up with some tickets to Burna Boy in Manchester. So there's a coach. All the seats on the bus are taken, and there's a couple people meeting us in Manchester for the Burna Boy show at Co-op Live in Manchester. It's going to be a sick show, sick event. We'll shout at you guys for more competitions and events in the future. All right, has everyone got the 5 things written down?
Oh wait, number 5 is what?
Number 5
Hairstyle
is
on
favorite
ladies.
hairstyle
Wait.
on women.
So what's number 4?
Your favorite football team?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Everyone, you guys got it?
I got mine. Yeah.
Are you cheating?
No,
Why should you...
I'm just checking something else. Don't worry, I've already written mine.
You can see he's got his phone now.
Yeah, but that's for something
phone's
else.
crazy.
Oh.
That's for something else.
All right,
Yeah, I'm done.
everyone ready, yeah? All right then, Fireboy, we'll start with number 1. Your favorite social media app. What is it?
Twitter.
Yes.
Oh, I
That
went
man loves
Instagram.
to tweet.
You love tweeting, yeah?
I love to read tweets. Not as much as I love to tweet. Not anymore, because
Yeah.
people can take your words out of
That's
context.
it. I can see where management said, Damola, stop. I can see where there's gaps and it's just promo. Then every once in a while it comes out, sex is good. Then it's like, promo. You're like, okay,
Just finished having the sex. What did you put?
I put Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah,
Really? Why did you think so?
I just thought everybody's is Instagram.
cool. Nigeria,
Yeah,
love
they
Twitter,
love
bro.
Twitter,
Love Twitter.
Word. All right, what's your favorite city to perform in?
There's no, I can't pinpoint one, but the last one I really enjoyed was DMV.
Oh,
okay. America.
Like,
Yeah,
Washington, right?
It was,
Oh,
Washington. What did you put?
London.
Me too.
Why-
I was
why-
gonna lie to the people come here and say London, I love you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love you,
It's fun to
London.
perform in cities where there are a lot of Africans, Nigerians.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
same with DMV. Like the vibe is crazy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
London is valid too. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your favorite film genre?
Action suspense.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got action,
Yeah.
suspense as well, or just action?
Oh, no, just about action.
Okay,
That's good. Yeah.
Action
I put
suspense
rom-com.
is a little different.
I've
though.
never heard of that genre
Really?
before.
Yeah,
Never.
It's not just all bang every.
Oh
scene.
no, it's not all bang bang.
What's
It's
it-
just
What's an example of an action suspense film?
Angel Has Fallen.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No,
London
like-
Has Fallen. That has
You know,
fallen.
like Olympus has fallen.
Olympus.
Like
Yeah,
President-
Olympus
President
falling,
Jones.
London is falling.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
it's the good plot, but there's also like bang bang
Something,
bang. So,
yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
What did
okay.
you put?
I went for rom-com.
Oh, of course. Oh, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Valid. I get it.
So you know what? Okay, and your favorite football team?
You
Man
get this one.
City. I got you.
Manchester United.
Yeah.
Manchester
Manchester United. Yeah. We had to get that. I mean,
Yeah, I
we've
mean,
been
of
doing
course.
research. if
That would
you
be
know.
horrible.
How you feeling about this season?
Hey, I was hoping you would not ask any question about Manchester United on this.
Listen,
I was,
do you know
I was
so
just at the
funny?
game.
I feel like we are fucked. And that's fine.
Yeah,
It's okay. It happens.
It happens.
Okay, we'll be fine.
You lot have been there for a while, but
We'll be fucked. We'll probably be fucked next season too. But like, the mess that we are in is gonna take like 2 years. Oh yeah, 2 years of Amorim getting the players that he needs. So I'm fine with just watching.
Who's the first player you'd sell?
Yeah, there are a lot of people that need to go, man. Lindelof. Let's not get into this thing because like I can really get emotional just talking about it. Like half the team needs to go. And I don't even mean this as everybody just needs to it's okay, just get the fuck out. It's all love, but like just go, man.
There's a few people that say Bruno out.
No, why?
No
That
way.
is the only player that we bought in the past 5 years that that's been valid. He needs to stay.
Yeah.
And win a trophy. We owe him that. He's giving his all for that team, man.
Say no more. All right, and number 5, your favorite hairstyle on women.
This is very tricky because aesthetically, I like the short wigs. Those short
I was
wigs.
gonna say that.
But
gonna say bob.
braids, man.
Yes! I was gonna say bob. Men are so simple. Bob or braids?
Yeah.
Bob or
Bless you.
braids?
Bobs to look at, braids to pull out.
When she starts pulling on your own hair, man.
Braids as well, man.
Oh man, I'm surprised you didn't say dreads as well.
Dreads, man.
Well judged, guys.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dreads is valid, but bro, they always come with crazy wala.
Yeah. And then the person that's attached to the dreads.
Ooh.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well judged.
I like that. I like that indeed. Why do you love to tweet? What do you, and I wanna guess as well. Does Twitter make you feel like you're kind of amongst the people a bit?
I don't like to feel like I'm amongst the people.
Fair dues,
For me, Twitter for me
above.
is just a person. No, not that. I'm not just a people person. And that I love words. Like I'm a words guy. I love to write. So I love to read, and it's also very informative. As toxic as that place is, if you have the right timeline, you will learn a lot. So you see different kinds of thoughts, funny, informative. There's the crazy thoughts too, but I mean, you filter out those things and you just I see some very crazy things. Oh, Fireboy is this, Fireboy is that. Over the years, I've grown thick skin. Before, block anybody. Block. I will never reply a troll, but I'll just block. But now I just read, smile, move on. So I've always been a words person, so I love Twitter. Before I blew up, I had an account where I used to tweet and say my mind. Yeah, I used to be one of those people who just tweet my mind. Never insult artists because I know I'm one too. In fact, it's one of my pet peeves when it comes to creatives. Creatives that talk too much and have opinions over other creatives' creations on Twitter so loudly. It's a red flag for me, man. Come on, don't you know what it takes to create something? Like, why are you tweeting like that? Like those ones piss me off. So I just tweet my thoughts, read people's thoughts. Yeah, I'm a words guy. I love words. They're very
What about the industry? Do you attack the industry as a whole? Because we've seen Burna Boy come lately and say, the streaming in Nigeria, the monetary return is not as much as UK or US. Like in terms of the
corporations.
Do you know the behind the scenes more than you've seen, what your streams will be and what
I know behind the scenes because I'm in the industry, but I mean for someone like me, I don't really like to talk or say all those discuss all those kind of things. In fact, left to me, I think the artists should be left as artists and fans should just stay as fans and journalists to do the journalists. I feel like if everyone does what they're supposed to do, everything will go on smoothly. But when everyone is just talking and talking and talking,
if you don't talk, if you're not verbal about it, you'll just keep getting robbed. How can the money be less for the same amount of views in different places?
It's less because we don't stream as much as Spotify just came into Nigeria when?
A couple years ago.
How do you expect to be earning the same as you get? Like those are like this like basic economics. But like also I think people should also let superstars be superstars and let their personalities come out. You know, people that are like that, they'll just be like that. Just everybody should just rest, man. Like, you know, there are superstars that will talk, some will not talk, and that's how it's always been. You know, I don't know how true those numbers are because I'm not really in the back end of those things, but like,
that's right. It's like maybe the Nigerian listener is not valued the same to these.
They definitely see that.
100%.
Even with our like YouTube, CPM and stuff like that, we don't get as much for the ads in Nigeria as we do in the US. But yeah, it's just they don't value the customer the same. For whatever reason, they've got up there in the higher ups.
That's how capitalism works. You know, the demographic that has more numbers gets more, you know. It's the same with football too, you know. Premier League they make a lot of money from viewers, from viewership and licensing and all that stuff. You can't compare it to the Nigerian Premier League where people don't even go to the stadiums to watch that much, you know. So the football culture is different. That's how it is. I just see it as basic economics. And it's not that deep.
So how did you feel about then what they said about AFCON?
That is not a major tournament. Man. If I
first four. First four.
If I speak, I'm in trouble.
No, it's not even that. It's just AFCON is a major tournament to Africans, and I think that's what matters, man. Like, why should it matter what Jamie Carragher thinks? Like, you get why does what he think matter? Like, and that's even him that even spoke out. You know how many thoughts other of these pundits? Do you know how many thoughts they think? Like, but it matters to us. Like, it means a lot to us as Africans, and I think that's what matters the most. That's what we should focus on. People will talk. Carragher loves to talk. That's how he makes his money. You know, like, just leave that guy. I beg.
If he doesn't go viral,
you know, like, it's a major tournament to Africans. As a Nigerian, as an African football fanatic, it means a lot to me. I'm tuned in to watch every AFCON game. It's a special moment for me, and it's a lot like that for other Africans too. And that's what we should focus on. Let's us build our own structure too and like make it better. We'll see what these people will say.
Have you seen Nigeria will be playing Ghana in a few? He's Ghanaian. We'll be playing Ghana in a few months in England.
Are we going to make the World Cup?
It's rough at the moment.
It's rough. Man. It hurts, man. But
I don't think it's a good
whichever
time to
African team qualifies, I'm rooting for them.
Whatever African teams in the World Cup.
Like I'm rooting for them, man.
That's the rules.
That's the rules.
After this last draw, I give up, man.
I'll take beating Ghana over going to the World Cup.
Are you serious?
Because that's a lot of
UK
like
pride.
What's that word? Is this not there's one season word for this. Why?
What, cut your nose to spite your face? Or?
What? Qualifying for the World Cup is definitely more important than beating Ghana.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
If you
but we need to beat Ghana because you guys are very annoying.
We'll be loud. We'll be loud that day.
We're not going to win the World Cup. Qualifying is nice. It's a nice to have.
But the last time we
Losing
played the
to
World
Ghana
Cup
is
was
horrible.
so nice. It's horrible. It's always horrible. But I mean, they're our brothers and sisters now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we say. We all give a hug with like a shank behind our back. Oh, we love you, Ghana. Well done.
Until the day that the match is on, that day will be a problem. Who won the last time that we played each other? Ghana won, no?
Wasn't it 1-1?
Right now, Ghana is a better team. As a team, individually, we're better. But as a team, trust me, the football that I've watched too. Ghana is a better team than.
Because I was thinking
for some reason we've not been able to combine the brilliance of each player to be able to form something solid.
Nigeria's
I think it takes time.
Yeah,
but we have a lot of, but we've not been able to like.
Kudus and Party are serious.
Yeah.
You know, those two alone, that Party alone, that midfield. We don't have a midfield to battle that right now. Look at how Party handled Madrid. You know, like that guy is a serious baller.
He's a serious baller, man. Trouble. I've heard you talk about like phases in life. Like, what phase are you in now?
Right now, honestly, I've not even figured it out, man. I swear to God, because once I figure it out, that's another album.
Oh,
That's when I usually like start to work on an album. Like when I figure it out, okay, oh, this is where I am in life right now. Okay, cool. And then I go in the booth and just write stories that just define that. Because it's easier to make music when you're living it.
Yeah, of course.
For me, it's easier. So I don't just go into the booth and just let me just make a song. I'm like, it's not easy for me to do that.
Yeah.
But when I'm living an experience, it's easy for me to. It just comes out easily.
Yeah.
Writing, singing, all that.
What do you think? What do you think is your most underrated song? The one that you say, nah, everyone loves this single, this song, but you guys, have you not listened to the lyrics that I did on this one?
There are a lot of songs like that in my discography, bro. Because, but let me see. The one I would say is underrated is Ellen Back right now. That's the most recent one.
Okay.
Ellen Back.
Big tune, yeah.
You think it's underrated?
Yeah. I think it is. Yeah, it is underrated.
Why do you think it's underrated? Is it the views? Is it like
The
maybe the way it's
conversation or-
yeah, there's not conversation around it? What's underrated to you? Because you made a video for it, so clearly you're leading with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know how to explain this, but there's a way you just know a song is appreciated the way it should be from the way. Maybe it's just that's the thing with albums, Sha, because it tends to happen when you drop an album and then people tend to take their time and so I think it's a time thing. But right now it is not as appreciated as I would like.
Oh, okay. So if somebody has heard Helen Back and you think that they haven't appreciated, what should they appreciate about it? Like,
everything. I think it's a perfect song.
Yeah.
Production, vocals, delivery, lyrics, everything. I think it's one of those songs I could say I listen to because I still have songs I listen to and be like, I should have done this, I should have done that. But with Ellen Back, I don't feel like that.
Yeah.
It sounds perfect to me because I'm a perfectionist, and I don't release a song until I feel like it's gotten to a point. But also I've learned a very huge lesson with Peru because to me Peru is an unfinished song.
Unfinished.
Oh yeah, it's a 40-minute freestyle.
Wow.
Unfinished. They're definitely unfinished to me. And look at how that turned out.
Yeah.
So I realized that, it's really not about you, the creative. It's
So how
about
did it come
whoever
out if you felt it was unfinished?
It was Olamide. Olamide was like, if you don't drop this, I'll leak it. And then him and Gazi just ambushed me. And then I woke up one morning and I saw that they had uploaded it on, I think, YouTube or something. And I was like, And then when I saw the way people were like going crazy, I was like, okay, this is bad. And then I uploaded it myself on AudioMark. I literally opened my AudioMark app and my account and I uploaded it there. And, we walked around dropping it on all DSPs. And it's going crazy now. But yeah.
OLAMIDE, has had a hand in so many careers.
Yeah.
It's crazy. How did you bump into him? How did you?
Man, it's probably the most interesting thing that has happened to me ever in my life because it was crazy. I remember that day I was in the studio with Brainy and Oxlade, and I was telling them how my friend that I was squatting with was planning to move to another house. And when you're squatting with someone and the person is moving to another house, obviously your brain will tell you that you're not moving to that new house. At that point, you have to find your way.
It's a breakup.
He didn't tell me to get the fuck out.
Yeah, but
obviously,
I'm leaving.
So I was like, I don't know what's going to happen now. That day, someone just called me and said, Olamide would like to talk to you, like the Olamide. Like, text this number. Like, this has to be some April Fool's thing. Like, I don't have time for this, man. I'm homeless. What the fuck is going on? Then I texted the number. I'm like, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Are you signed? Who's this person now? No, I'm not signed. Would you like to join YBNL? I'm like, come on, who is this person? Believe for myself. Yeah, what's up? Like, yes, I love it. It was almost like, I think, thinking about it now, I think he had the thing in his drafts. So he was just waiting for me to just answer. Because the minute I said yes, I just saw the notification pop. Because I was following him on Twitter. I said, notification, pump Olamide YBNL. Welcome to FIREBOY to YBNL FIREBOY.
Where's the paperwork?
I'm like, is that how they sign people these days? But that's Olamide for you. Like when his spirit tells you to do something, he just does it. And that was it, man. I went back into the studio confused. Like, Oxlade, I'm signed to YBNL. They don't sign me. Like,
You start
Before I
doing
knew
like
it, my phone was
shopping.
blowing up. One of my friends called me, Fola, God rest his soul, was crying on the phone. DML. I was like, thank you, bro. I have to call my mom, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Called my mom. Blah, 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 blah. She prayed, cried, everything. I just switched off my phone because my phone was blowing up. The followers were going up. Calls were coming in. It was crazy.
Off a tweet.
I love it.
Telling you, man, that night.
Did you even talk numbers?
That was much later. After like, that was later. That was like months later, I think.
Right.
Straight up, we opened a WhatsApp group. We started discussing planning the album, the YBNL Mafia Family album. And that's where Jealous originally was from.
Right.
Yeah. That's how OLAMIDE is. Very spontaneous. That's how he just texted me and said, "Are you ready for an album?" I'm like, since you're asking, yes. But in mind, I'm like, I'm only 2 singles in. What's going on? Yeah, talking about album. Me, I'm scared. But then he heard some of my old records. He had heard What If I Say. He heard Need You. So in his head, it's like, this guy is ready.
Yeah.
But me, I didn't know. And that's why you need people like that around you. People that see the things that you don't see.
Yeah.
So that's why it took 5 days to finish the album. 5 days, LTG was ready. I was scared as fuck, bro. That night, the night it dropped, I've never been. I think that's the most nervous I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
In fact, as an artist, every time a song is about to drop,
Yeah,
it's something that we
of
don't
course.
tell you. We are losing our minds.
Of
Yeah,
course.
You're being judged
No
on
artist
the
can
main
look me in
road.
the eyes now and tell me that they're not losing their minds every time the record is about to drop.
Because now this is what you give it to the world.
I was pissed. I'm like, hey, God, they will kill me. Album, who sent me?
Yeah.
But like,
That's tough.
album dropped and everyone was going crazy. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Everyone scatter. I didn't like the song. Like,
Mm.
this is such a beautiful, soulful album. Why is scatter in the album? But I was like, don't worry, sit down. How do you know? It went crazy. And I'm just really grateful to God that everything turned out great. But like, I'm grateful to the people around me too.
That's good. That's good.
What does it feel like when, because you know, a lot of times we know that the way that you can achieve success, especially within music, is crossing over. Especially if you're talking about from Nigeria to like world stages, right? What does it feel like when you have interest from a global phenomenon like Ed Sheeran?
Like I said, I grew up listening to Elton John, Celine Dion. So those ones influenced
That's true.
the way my approach to Afrobeat. So
Yeah.
getting attention like that was not really surprising in the long run.
Right.
But the first time they told me that Ed Sheeran had bust a verse on Peru, I was surprised. I'm like, from where to where? Like, that's crazy, man. I was in the studio that day. I was even the song I was even recording. Say, like, calm down, like, bro, calm down, man. Like Ed Sheeran.
Because didn't he play it to Elton John as well?
Oh yeah, he did.
He played Peru
Yeah, he
to Elton
did.
John.
That's
So
crazy,
that could
yeah.
have been a
Yeah, it was
surreal
a
for
moment. It
you.
was a surreal moment for me
Because it was patterned
yeah.
by Jamal Edwards.
Yeah, God rest his soul. And he had not even met me at the time.
Wow.
You just made the play.
Yeah, he just made the plan. He just made the play and just played everything out and told me to check my DMs. I'm like, Ed Sheeran sent me a DM. You know, I checked my DM. I saw that he just sent a voice note of him playing his verse in the studio. I'm like, oh my, he killed it though. Because I was always telling myself that
He killed that shit.
if he didn't kill it, we might have some conversations and all that. But he killed it. And then later on, we had conversations about you know, the meanings of some words. I'm like, Ed, this thing is lamba. Bro. Like, don't stress yourself over the meaning of this thing. Bro, it's lamba, it's Afrobeat.
We're just chatting, it's just jambaz.
It's such a
was already
songwriter,
at a
man. It was
level.
like, what does this mean? I'm like, bro, relax yourself.
Don't worry, man. That Omoke is fine. That's fine. It's fine, bro.
Because I'm
It's
sure in his
fine.
head, he'll be like, what does Omoge, which means beautiful girl, what does it have to be Peru para?
It sounds good,
doesn't
doesn't it?
And that's what
It doesn't
Afrobeat
matter.
is. Like, not everything has to make sense.
Yeah.
As long as it feels good.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing about Africans. We just want to feel good, man.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. And we understand the importance of feeling good over making sense.
Yeah.
Because if you're not happy,
That's
What's
why
the point?
Culture clash wasn't where we should have been.
you know, so I saw some tweets, man, what's a Sheeran doing on top of it? I'm like, what does this one know? You know, but I was really happy that he killed it. Like,
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
really
yeah,
put
he
his,
did,
He
yeah.
really did.
It was
to
a
be fair,
good
I'm not
remix.
even
I
saying
was
this because
nervous.
it's my song.
Yeah.
He genuinely killed that record.
Because it was
Yeah,
already
agreed.
such a good song.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
already so up there.
And it
I
was
very
perfect
nervous when I
because
saw Ed
the
Sheeran.
song was already becoming, you know, when a song is so popular, it becomes annoying.
Mm.
Peru was on that path.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
God's gift. Because I was just telling her, hey, God. Because even me that owns the song, self, that time I'd be like, oh, God. And the snare is so loud. Once you
Yeah.
hear, pa, 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 you're like, nah, this song again.
Yeah,
It was already
yeah,
going on
yeah,
that path. So
yeah.
that remix kind of like just...
Yeah. It really like there's another reason.
Calm Down with Selena Gomez, that was after, isn't it?
Yeah, it was
So it's
after.
kind of opened that realm up. Like that's one of the
Yeah.
first of its kinds, you know. So
That was
I mean, I think it was
random.
Essence before Peru, though.
Essence. No, but
Right?
that's like
Big.
We're talking
big
about
boy,
like
big
white
boy.
white
Yeah.
crossover, like a whole
Yeah.
different genre in Afrobeat.
Fair,
Maybe it's
fair.
done before, but that one was like, rah, Ed Sheeran.
that's why there was a lot of nerves.
Yeah. We was like, what's he gonna do?
Yeah,
I hope he's
yeah,
gonna-
yeah,
Is he
yeah.
gonna dance in the
In fact,
video
when
as well?
when they first told me that Ed Sheeran, I'm like, Ed Sheeran? Like, I was even surprised I even liked the song. I'm like, Ed Sheeran like
Yeah.
Peru. Okay, that's crazy, you know, like,
Yeah.
but he genuinely killed it.
Nah,
And
he
he's such
did
an amazing
jobs.
person.
Yeah.
At the video shoot, you know, there were models and all that. It was like, please tell these girls not to touch me, you know,
Yeah.
because my wife is gonna be mad.
Yeah.
She has not forgiven me for the last one I did. Though. Please.
Yeah.
It was so fun. It was a fun show. It was really nice.
When
It's such a sweet art.
London this evening.
When you want to see me, when you
Nah, it
want
was
to
like,
see me.
does Peru have any meaning apart from the country? I'm like, Peru is just vibes.
It's fine, don't worry, man. It's just jazz, man.
It was a fun
Yeah.
recording.
One of my favorite songs of yours is Bandana with ASAKE.
Ah.
And I feel like even in the video, I even like you guys' chemistry.
Oh,
Pause,
yeah.
but looking into each other's
Oh,
eyes.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
like,
We've been
Yeah.
guys since we went to the same university.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, so obviously that was chemistry has always been there. That's my.
That's good,
Yeah,
man.
so-
Is he okay? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Good. You have to ask sometimes, man.
Good.
There's a lot of
That's good.
tattoo going on, you know.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm unsure sometimes.
The face tattoo means to me is like we're never going back to
work.
that supermarket. They will never hire me. They should never
Yeah.
hire me again.
I think a
I
lot
don't
of
wanna
people
go
need to
back.
realize that with artists, some things are just
Expression.
for the game.
Yeah. I hear that as well.
You know, you just do things for the game. It's not even about your own mental health or anything. Just do it because you want to look different. You want to feel different.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
hear you, man.
it's not everything has to be. Oh, is he okay? I know.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's-
But it's good to
you know,
ask.
yeah, of course.
Even
you
like
know,
Post
but
Malone, they ask a lot. Is Post
Yeah.
okay?
yeah, bro,
You have to ask. If you say you're okay, no problem.
Yeah,
But I don't want you to not be okay.
No.
And
And
I
then
saw
there's
signs
nobody asked.
and no one else. And he said, "Did you see the fucking face?" I wasn't okay, bro.
But artists will be artists,
You know?
man. Artists
But
will do crazy shit.
100%.
Yeah, it's beyond the music at this point because at some point, people will know that you're talented. People already know. So
Yeah.
what's the wow factor?
What's the global?
Yeah, what's
superstar?
the yes? People already know that any song you release, even if they don't like the song, they can hear the talent in it.
Yeah,
Oh, this
yeah.
guy is good. So at some point, you want to give more than that. You want to
Of
be
course.
more than that. So
Yeah. You guys are on the same label. Or I don't know if you were, I don't know if it's still the same case, but I know he was with OLAMIDE at one point. Like, how is it being, that's a talented label. So how is it being like, you know, he releases the first one and then he releases the second, and you're like, this guy here again. Like, because I couldn't believe it. When he did the first time, I said, wow, this is amazing. Then he did the second one, I said, again. Now he did the third, I'm like, again. Do you know what I mean? Like, how is it on the label when you're seeing someone like fire? And you're also on fire as well, but it's very like...
I mean, that's how it should be, you know. So people's journeys are different.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's how OLAMIDE has always been. That's how it's been YBNL. You know, you come, make the most of what you have, pop, back to back.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I said, OLAMIDE, we started working on the YBNL Mafia Family album. In fact, that same day, he signed me. It was not even in the country. He just opened a WhatsApp group, put all of us there, and we're like, yeah, we have an album to plan. I'm like, yes, this is what I love to hear. So that's the kind of person he is. So I think it's instilled it into the culture.
Yeah.
I mean, if you notice, every YBNL act, like every first album is a classic. It's a thing. So I think it's more of a tradition. It's more of something that's ingrained into us. From time. You have to have the work ethic if you want to survive out there. So
how hands-on are you with, like, you're on a label and then this is your budget for this album? How hands-on are you in, like, spending that budget, creating outfits, planning video shoots, studio sessions, or like you just want to focus on the writing?
I used to be like that, just focusing on the music. But I mean, I quickly understood the importance of being hands-on and being involved in everything else, because there's the music and then there's the perception. People listen to the music, and then when they want to see the artist, there's a way you have to look. There's a way you have to present yourself. So you have to be hands-on and everything. And obviously, you will not be under a label forever. At some point, you have to be on your own. So you have to know these things. Because it's crazy out there. People like to take advantage. People people naturally take advantage of something when there's lapses. So you want to make sure that you don't have any lapse. You don't want to look clueless when you walk into a room. So you have to know these things.
Everyone can smell the confusion.
Yeah,
they can look at you. He doesn't know where he is.
And that's like, he's talented, but he doesn't really know what he's doing. So let's
show him.
You don't want that to happen. So you have to like be involved in everything. So it's very important to want to know everything and all that. I'm very hands-on with my stuff because I think like most artists, we're very particular about perception. Every picture that's taken, every video, because people believe what they see. It's crazy in this game. It's not about what you feel or what you're saying or what you're singing. It's whatever they see, whatever they hear that they go with. So whatever is coming out has to be curated to exactly what you want.
Because then you're currently in London because you have a show at Royal Albert Hall on Wednesday, 16th of April.
Yeah.
So you're here early because of rehearsals.
Rehearsals, PR moves. It's been 2 years since I last came to UK. So
2 years.
When was your last album? 2022.
Yeah, I think so. It was Asake's last show here. Asake's O2 show, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the last time. No, I mean I have family here, but I've been around the world since then. So there's a lot of reconnection to do. You have to reconnect with the media, you have to reconnect with the fans, reconnect with different houses and other stakeholders in the Afrobeat scene here in the UK. So I've been doing a lot of that.
What was the reason for? Well, obviously you said you haven't felt inspired to make an album. Is it like you're just living life, or you?
He hasn't had his heart broken.
I've never had my heart broken.
You said he's searching for it.
I'm not searching anymore.
I'm
not searching anymore.
When I get my heart broken, that's when the album's coming. I said, hey, this man is awesome.
Not at this age.
The best music.
I beg.
But he'll be
no, not at this age, man. I think
it's dangerous.
It would ruin me.
It's dangerous.
Because I actually did my research. I actually like sat down, a few ladies that, I've involved with, and I asked them like, what's heartbreak like? And what I heard was not nice.
Wait, the girls that you broke their heart, you now are still...
No, I didn't break their hearts.
Just girls.
Just girls. I didn't mention breaking hearts. Did I mention breaking their hearts?
Well, you was involved with
also,
them.
I think we break our own hearts, man.
That is a great way to put it.
Yeah, that's
you broke your own heart.
That's my theory.
Yeah. Go on, explain that theory, please.
It's good prep to break a heart, though.
90% of the time, if you had your heart broken, look inwards. You definitely had something to do with it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because there are some points where you saw the signs. There's some times when your instinct to tell you that, this thing, don't be involved. But the heart wants what it wants. And then, we break our own hearts. That's what I think. But it's a very painful experience. I don't think at this age it's something I want to be involved in.
It's necessary to break and be broken. Necessary character building, experience.
At this point,
even worse, 20 years. I
know.
That's too much. Yeah, because I heard you say love is sacrifice.
Yeah, love is sacrifice, man. Like, you have to sacrifice a lot for the things you love, for the people you love. I think that's.
But is that your view on what love is, like a relationship love?
Yeah, largely. Like, I think largely it has to do with sacrifice. You have to sacrifice time, values,
The
money,
streets.
everything. Yeah.
You have to
You're
let go of the
sacrificing. You have to
streets,
let go of something to love
But I
something.
feel like seeing it as sacrifice is probably the reason why you haven't been in a position to.
But
have
that's
your
what
heart
it
broken.
is. Love is sacrifice.
It's part of it.
Like the love I have for music is what made me sacrifice a lot of things. I sacrificed football.
Well, you're a baller, though. Was that your choice?
No,
or was
I
that
genuinely believe that if I had focused on football, I would have had a chance.
Really?
That's how much I love football. And that's how much I think I'm good at it. Like I would have been quite really
Where
better.
did you play?
I represented my department when I was in uni.
No.
To represent your department in OAU at the time, you have to be a level
baller.
of
Have
good.
to be
yeah.
someone.
Have you played in Mr. Easy's tournament?
No.
You shouldn't. This year you should, so everyone can see what talent they missed out on.
Well,
What position did you play?
supporting striker.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone say
Really?
that, you know?
Just
Yeah,
yes, now SS.
yeah. I know, but most people don't say that.
That is
It was
a
on
striker.
test,
No, like
though.
No, it
just,
was, yeah,
just
yeah.
behind
But I
or
thought it was
beside the
second
striker.
striker. you know,
It's second supporting shadow, which is all of the.
Yeah, yeah.
SS.
Like I don't have that presence in the box, but I have an eye for goal.
Okay,
Yeah.
arriving
But
late.
all this talk is all because I've lost a lot of these
Pace,
things because
yeah.
because
You haven't
obviously
played
you have
in
to
a
focus.
while.
I only play on Sundays with my guys in Lekki. Once in a while, step out, play football on Sundays, and that's it.
Who would you say you play like?
Bergkamp.
Oh,
Bergkamp.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dennis.
I'm gonna reduce the pace now. Like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Now that the pace has reduced,
You have to be more intelligent.
But yeah, like love is sacrifice, man.
Yeah.
And any heartbreak songs that I write onwards from now on, it's gonna be from the other person's perspective, not mine.
Nice.
I've made my peace with that.
Do you talk to people for inspiration for that? Because obviously, if you're saying you haven't had a heartbreak yourself, do you then go like you said you were speaking to the
You have to do more than talking, bro.
Okay, you're breaking the heart.
No. Like you have to like be involved. Like I can't use all my words. Now. You have to be involved. Get into a few situationships here and there. Just
Experiment.
And also like talking to women is it gives you a very broad perspective.
Yeah,
That's love and relationships because they have a very different perspective. We approach it from a different, but like approaching it from that perspective, that feeling, that emotional perspective is very important.
You love talking because even growing up, you would speak to women from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. How much do you like the first conversation with a new woman?
If she can hold a conversation, bro, it's everything, man. Because to find a woman that can hold a conversation and has a sense of humor, bro, that's rare. It's rare and it's a blessing. You gotta hold on to that one. Even if it's a situationship, you have to hold on.
What's impressive to you? Because like I'm thinking of like when I would first be talking to women when I'm young, and like at first it's like what you do, who you, whatever. But then there's a point where you're like, oh, she's deeper than the rest. And deeper than the rest might be, I don't know, I got my provisional license. My green thing that like maybe I'm studying to whatever. It might be something like that. But as you get older, of course, that doesn't really mean much. So like if you can divulge, what kind of things are like deep to you, like or important to you, like when you're talking to someone, you're like, oh, okay, this isn't just superficial. This is like what tips you. It might be astrology or she showed me how to cook eba or something like that.
I tried talking about star signs one time and don't do it. Bad idea. It's a bad idea.
You just look at the stats.
But it's a good question though. Like, do you believe in star signs? What do you think and all that stuff? But like, I think. But talking about values, people's values and principles is a good way to know if they're deep or not. And that's where I usually like to go.
That's a good one actually. It's a very good one.
And also, it's also a very good judge of character because that means a lot to me. I like to know if the kind of person.
It's risky though. Like, don't start. I'm talking to the cameras now. Don't like start a conversation on like current court cases. Like that. Like that's where you could think, oh, where does this person values lies? Do you think he should have gone bin? Do you think she did? Don't start there. Start on simpler things. Not not things you get cancelled for in private relationships.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But what kind of values are you looking for? Like that, which ones do you hold high?
First of all, I like kind people. I like when if someone is kind and considerate.
Yeah.
Someone who's emotionally intelligent.
Yeah.
Like, because dealing with people is one of the most difficult things in his life.
It's tough. Yeah. It's tough.
So when you meet someone that knows how to deal with people and understands that as humans we have a lot of limitations and flaws, it helps.
Yeah,
You know, there are people that think human beings should be like, all these goody two shoes people, and you know, my worst kind of people. I don't like people that are like that, because you have to understand that human beings are very weak. Like, we are weak, very weak, body weak, soul weak, everything is weak. Like, as a human being, if you understand that, I think you're someone that really has strong values. That's how I usually know.
So like my missus is a nurse. So in general, I know that for fact, she has a certain level of compassion, she's caring, all these kind of things which I've always looked for within a partner. What do you think the title, or what kind of role do you think your partner in the future will have? Like what kind of role, what job do you think they'll have?
That's a good question.
I don't think, like, you mean like job?
Job, role in society, it could be, they do charity, I don't know.
I don't think, it doesn't matter as long as the person is kind and very emotionally intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but kindness is up there, because that's also very rare these days. Like, finding someone that's kind.
To you or to other people as well? Because
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's another level.
Yeah.
I don't want mine to be kind to everybody.
Really?
Yeah, now everyone likes it's
not good. I get you, but kindness
me.
is very important, man, because bro, life is tough. So you need someone to be able to balance it out for you.
I judge more on the kindness you show for others, because for me it's easy. You like me.
You
should be kind.
Yeah,
to
the
me.
kind of life I lead, I'm very exposed to a lot of roughness in the world. Like, I survive and make my money and make a living in a dog-eat-dog world. So I don't want to go out there and be a superstar and be a tough superstar and all that, blah, 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 glasses on, shades on, blah, 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 drinks, blah, and then come back home to a rock of ages. Nah. Come back to kindness. I want to come back home and get reminded that, there are still good people in this world. The world is, I don't want to feel like a superstar every time. And have to like have this wall closed off and pushing people away. I don't want to be like that all the time. It's such a crazy way to live. I like to be grounded.
To how superstars live. How many houses you got?
Maybe I'm not your regular. Okay, yeah, I have right now.
He was about to downplay it.
Yeah. Let me just be real.
I own
right now,
Lekki phase 1. And
I have 2 houses in Lagos. I live in one. Yeah. I just put the other one for rent.
For rent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you know, I mean, what's the point?
Cars?
Cars. I'm a very simple man. I have I have just a few cars.
On Twitter, they were saying Mercedes, Maybach, and all these things. They spent 400 million.
I'm a Mercedes guy, Sha.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I have 3 Mercedes.
Yeah, which ones? We like cars over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love cars.
The S580.
Oh, okay.
G-Wagon and the V-Class.
Okay, all right, cool.
Interesting. Oh, that's for like when you're going out.
Also business.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
I don't know what business.
Oh, like just put it out like for rent. People like to rent. People rent the cars.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Celebrities like to rent the cars and go out and all that stuff. Yeah. Sometimes
Blacked out
when I have a
windows
show,
and all that.
I thought growing up, like superstars and rich people would just get a massage every day, eat ice cream. Like I was living, but you guys are still working every day. Like studios, like, do you take long breaks, short breaks, or you just in there all the time?
I don't like to take long breaks because those usually lead to, I wouldn't say depression because that's deep, but like it just leads to a very long wave of sadness. You know, when you're just less busy for a long time, it's just, that's why I didn't like to stay too long back home. I like to get on the road. It's easy to get active. Studio, for me, I used to be a studio rat. And then I realized that you have to calm down sometimes. There was a time where I was in the studio every day for about a month. But I could only pick like maybe 2-3 songs.
Everything was
Everything else was trash.
Trash. You were just there.
Like, we're just there. So you have to be in the right place to make great music. So I like to pace myself.
Was it trash to you or was it trash to everybody?
No, trash. As a talented artist, part of being talented also means that when you are doing nonsense, you know. You know, like you don't have to wait for someone to tell you. That there are some songs like that, like you genuinely just know that this is nonsense. You know, and then you can pick a line or a melody from there and be like, okay, this is good, and then use it for something else. But yeah, I think every talented artist knows when they're doing nonsense.
Okay, but
it's part of being talented.
You said with Peru, it was like
no, I didn't think it was nonsense. I just thought it was half-baked. I know, Peru, in fact, 2 days after I recorded it for days, I was on the streets of San Francisco. I just wear this thing and just walk the streets and just listen. Just wear my hoodie and just walk. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a great song. This is good. But there are some things I needed to like, and like that, I wanted to take it out because I just felt it was too much for an Afrobeat. What are you doing falsetto in? But funny enough, people, but not a lot of people can sing to you know, so exactly those kind of those minor details. I'm a details guy. So like those minor details, I like to pick them out and pick and shout. But sometimes just create, man. I've learned that lesson. Peru taught me a very big lesson. Don't overthink it. Just we're always in our heads because we understand the technicalities of all those things. And I also realized that most of the people that would make these songs for, they don't even really be listening like that. Like there are times when I'll write a very great line and be like, when people hear this line, they'll be wow. It's a lie. It is one nonsense thing. That I never think about. I would just be busting their heads. I'm like, there is a double enter there. Now. You know, all those little innuendos, it flies over their heads.
It takes a while to catch it.
And then maybe like 3 years later, someone will be like, please, too late.
I think it depends on the artist you are as well and what people expect from you. Because I also think like someone like Kendrick, people look for it. They'll make it.
Even when it's not there, they'll make it.
They'll make it.
Afrobeats, no.
We just expect you're just singing and that's it.
I get it. No,
Only sometimes when I've listened, I'm like, my dad might be saying, oh, you need to listen to more like Afrobeats, and I'm like, do you know what they're saying on Afrobeats now? Because the same thing I was listening to before, it's in Afrobeats now. So what's the like? Have you ever like been like, oh, I hope mum or dad doesn't hear this one? Because I
used to be like that really, but now I don't even give a fuck anymore, man. Because I'm not making music for them.
True.
So I think they've come to accept that. Oh, this is my son, and my son is a global superstar now. So whatever he does, sometimes there was a snippet I posted of Yawa. When I posted a snippet of Yawa, I had a secret in my mouth. I didn't light it. I did. I smoked it. Yes. That the whole family had a meltdown. Mom, my auntie, she lives here in London. She was crying. She was crying. I tell my parents, I'm like, it's all showbiz, man. It's showbiz.
I didn't inhale it.
I didn't inhale. So I think with time, they started to understand that, there's some things that you have to do. To just, because people already know you're talented. So like, they need something more. Like it goes beyond, it's a good song. Like after like 6-7 years in the game, they know
true,
that if this guy says he wants to release a song, it's going to be a good song. You're not an amateur. Like, so what else? What are you going to sell it? Sometimes people don't even feel a record until they see a video. The visual of you vibing to the record. I'm like, In fact, sometimes people don't like songs until they see someone shaking yash to it. So you have to find a way to sell. You have to find a way to sell your shit. And you know, it took me a while to also realize that you learn every day, and that's it. That's my favorite thing about music and being an artist. It's a you learn everyday thing. You learn as you go. You learn as you go.
You have to add the jambaz.
No one is taught with the maybe Bado though. I think Bado was born with that natural
Yeah.
ability to just be an A&R artist,
yeah.
CEO.
Uh-huh.
He has everything. I don't know how he does it. It's just complete.
Yeah.
But not everyone is like that. Most
Yeah.
people learn on the job.
When did you learn that there was more to just the music? Like, when did you think, okay, I need to start thinking about the package?
When I made a great song and I didn't sell it well,
Mm.
and the song didn't do as well as I wanted it to.
What song was that?
I'm not gonna mention it.
Oh.
But you know, I was like, okay. And then also watching other artists do their stuff too, the way other artists sell their music too. I'm always inspired by everyone. Like no matter how small or big, when I watch some artists do some stuff, like, oh yeah, oh, so this is why this person did this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, so yeah, I learned from everyone, and I think that's what every artist usually is like.
Have you got? Because you said you've wrote for Tiwa. Have you had a verse that hasn't come out yet that you're still waiting, like a feature on someone else's song or project that you can't wait for the people to hear that as well?
I have a song with Justin Bieber. Oh. I don't know if it's ever gonna come out. There's that. I have
He's
songs
looking
like
kind of
that
shaky
too.
nowadays. Yeah, I hope he's alright.
Whatever,
He's another one. We have to ask.
Yeah. That one I don't know.
You know, you see everything.
But I don't think so.
Can you leak it?
Not
the whole song.
Tap into the spirit of.
I'm not that kind of person because even my own music, like I'm very finicky when it comes to like snippets and leaking stuff because I'm very. This is not complete yet.
We grew up on leaks, though. You know?
Yeah, we did, but like also but personally, the kind of person I am, I'm a perfectionist. Like every record you see of me that came out, apart from Peru, don't worry. I listen in and out, back, front, everything. So when I drop a song and people say this, people say that, I don't get moved because whatever you want to say about the record, I already know. Yeah. Every limitation you think the song has, I know. I already listened to everything. So that's the kind of person
You need to leak that song.
Before
I tell them you got 5 Lamborghinis outside.
Is it his song?
FIRES are watching.
It's his song.
It's his song.
His song. Sometimes you have to, sometimes they'll be like, hey, this one has to come out, bro. And they just give you 30 seconds.
Yeah, but sometimes, what if you leak it and then people don't feel it?
Yeah.
That's even more embarrassing.
That's embarrassing.
You get
before you're gonna do something.
I can't believe you leaked this one.
Yeah, you get. This should have stayed in the hard drives.
Crazy. Never asked for 10,000 retweets.
10,000 retweets.
Yeah, I get now. I'm not a fan of teasing and all that. Yes.
Crazy. The game is interesting. How much do you like music?
Oh, I love music. Music is the one thing that I discovered that I was good at, and I just knew I had to follow through.
Yeah,
because when I found out I was good at football, good. I found out I could write, I found out I could write poems and all that stuff, good. But music was the first thing I discovered I could do, and I just knew if I had this talent, God will not forgive me. Something has to come out. Yeah. And music is the first thing that gave me that conviction. Music was the first thing that gave me the boldness to be able to tell my dad, look him in the eyes and say, I'm not finishing this project. I want to go to Lagos and push music. Music was the first thing that gave me the balls to do that.
Yeah.
And for that,
What's the give back though? Like, what's the moment where, like sometimes you in life, you might go your own way and maybe your parents are a bit like, oh, I don't want you to do this. But then there's a moment where they're like, wow, this is what this has brought. Like, what's that moment for you, for your parents, where they're like, I understand it. I'm glad you did this.
I don't know what it was for them, but the day I saw it in my parents' eyes was when I had my show here in the UK, the Wembley OVO Arena.
Yeah.
When SHEERAN came. And it was backstage after the show, and SHEERAN took pictures of my parents. I could see it in their eyes.
Yeah, that's a big moment.
I was like,
do you know what?
I told you.
So did you grow up with like your parents comparing you to your cousins or the boy down the street?
Nah, never that. They were just like, they saw potential somewhere else. They saw a responsible, straight A student. The path that I was doing, the path I was going was on some scholar, you know, I was probably gonna end up as a lecturer or some shit like that, like this over serious lecturer teaching English in one uni or some shit like I was going that path, and you know they were convinced because my parents are like that. Yeah. Both my parents are literary scholars. My dad studied English and literary studies. My mom same. My mom taught me literature in school. So I was towing that path, that scholar path, and they were convinced that our first son is. You know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It fell so far, bro.
It fell so far.
Someone kicked that apple.
I mean, you're still writing, so you know. It's not too,
but, you know,
there's English in there.
So yeah,
small.
But it was not like they compared me to anybody or anything. There was just a path they saw, and I can't blame them because even me, I was confused. But when I got into uni and I started to live life on my own terms, I realized that my path was different, and I had to prove it to them.
Did you travel as a child? Like, did you go on family holidays at all?
Yeah, but not too far. It was my granddad's house in Ijebu.
Okay.
And then my cousins who live here now would come to Nigeria and come to my granddad's house.
Your cousins? You might know them.
Tomiwa, Ladile, it was Ladile family.
Okay, that's close to still.
Yeah.
With the ladder pause.
Oh yeah, okay.
Well, my brother's name's Tommy Wasso.
Oh really? Yeah, that's close enough. I'll take it.
He wants money.
You know, he's gonna write you a love letter. If he gives it to me, I'll tip it to him.
They'll bring all the cool stuff from the UK, chocolates. I remember the first time I saw the PSP.
Yeah.
We always talking about that today as well.
God. Wow, when am I going to have this thing? Because it was so selfish feeling. It was like the first time I had real money, I bought it though.
Yeah.
But when I bought it, it was already like,
it was old.
But I still made sure I bought it.
Just
have that feeling. And after like a week, I was done. Like, just gave it away. Yeah, it was fun times.
What about doing a song with Lag Badger?
Oh,
how was that?
A lot.
That's what I was thinking. Like your parents. Do you know what I mean? You know, there's some things where it's
I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, this album I'm working on, I know a couple of songs you really like. Yeah, and Ishelua and that back and forth with Lagbaja, because I know that it's such a song that connects with that generation. I knew that the album I was making is a very nostalgic, very African album. So I needed something that would tap into that generation, that makes them feel like, oh, this boy did not forget us. Yeah. You know, I got a lot of personal messages from people. Adi Kabasa called me. I'm like, bro, you don't know how much this record means to me, man. Yeah. You know how much this record means to us. Like, a lot of people called me like that. I'm like, wow, that's really what it meant. You know? And it was not easy getting him on the record. It's such.
Then even the video.
Yeah, like, bro.
That was crazy to see. I was like, wow.
The mask was such a difficult thing to pull off.
It looked like you got a new mask.
Worth it, yeah. It was worth it. And even recording making the record and all, it showed me that the way they did things in their generation was so different. Yeah. Like Waja believes that as an artist, whenever you carry mic like this and put it in your mouth and just sing, that's what it is. That's what the song is. Whereas, like, my generation will cut 10 takes over and over again. Like, but I believe whatever you put your mouth, that's it.
That's it.
One take. Yeah, it just opened my mind to like, wow, like. So yeah, but that was a blessing, and it also cemented my intention for the album. You know?
I used to love at home. Slap a cassette in the player.
You know, nostalgia.
Rewind, play it again.
That was sick to see. Just as a fan to see him, I was like, to see him like the video. I was thinking it might have been like.
Because at the time I was feeling very lost. I was feeling like, I hope you're not getting lost in the sauce, man. Like, you know, so I needed to do something that would remind me and all other people and my fans that I'm still who I am. I still remember where I'm from, my identity. So yeah, that album is very important to me.
Yeah. Before we go any further, we need to do a proper introduction.
Indeed.
Just go right into it.
That's it. Nice baby show. My name is Temi Alchemy.
I'm Fred Santana.
Got a shooter in the house.
Come on.
Ghanaian shooter in the house.
Come on.
He's outnumbered, but he's safe. He's with us. He's annoying because he's Ghanaian, as you said. Nah, I'm playing. Nigga overseas, underseas, from Ghana, there, whatever God. It's my nigga VP in the cut. That's a scary sight.
Yo.
And of course, as we said before, we got a talented writer, singer, football player.
Number 10.
Number 10. What do you say? 8.
Number 8.
Number 8. SS.
SS.
Hey, we got FIREBOY DML on the place, man. Thank you for coming through. Damola.
Thank you for having me, guys.
I was
I've had
so
a great
shocked
time.
when they said that's what you said. That's what it stood for.
Yeah.
I said it's so simple.
What did you think it meant?
I don't know.
don't know.
Actually, when I looked it up, because I was
laundering.
like, there was a time I was like, okay, now that time I was only called DML. That was the only name I was using. I was like, so when you blow now, and people type DML, what are they going to see? And then when I typed DML, I saw data manipulation language. Some computer term. I'm like, nah, this is not the legacy you want to leave. So I had to find something to add to it.
Yeah. I like
That's
it.
cool. But even though that reminds me, did you see when Pitbull was saying that if you search Pitbull, he comes up before the dog?
Oh,
Yeah.
swear.
That is so cool, right?
Don't you
is
think that
cool.
would have been sick? Then one day you type DML and it's you instead of
just
the
you.
data.
We'll never know. Now we'll never know.
I'm gonna Google it right now.
Oh, please do.
Yeah, no. Have you seen anything on your like Wikipedia that was like, that's not true? Or is
My net worth.
Well, yeah.
At some point.
It was.
I'm
Don't
like,
worry.
no, it's way off.
That one's true.
Yeah.
For
That
tax
one's true, but
purposes.
then-
That one's true.
That was the one.
He's there about to say, I've got 50 million on me right now. In dollars too.
Liquid cash. Do you know what though? To get to a point where you have net worth
Online, yeah.
Yeah.
You've done something, especially being African as well.
Fair.
Because
But
now
I
they're
mean,
putting it in.
I think with Africans, I think they just think once you become famous like this now, you should have a net worth.
Yeah. That's it.
That's not true either.
And net
100
worth
million.
isn't easy to have.
It's
you
not.
know? Especially if you get there, say, it's maybe 750k.
Yeah.
That's not enough. Now tell me net worth,
not.
please.
Nah, that's enough. That's enough.
I
I
need
don't
7
But that's
minimum
not bad,
net
so-
worth.
Yeah.
It's one house. I've got.
I've already got to.
You know.
Hey,
Is it good?
What?
I've just seen Fireboy DML revealed he got an apartment worth. Don't even worry about it.
Are you serious? Because I've never reviewed anything about any apartments.
So
That's
they said,
definitely a lie.
so they said Fireboy DML revealed he got an apartment worth 50 million in Los Angeles.
Why would I buy a $50 million dollar
Yes.
apartment in Los
So
Angeles? Hey,
so
with everything I've been through in this life, I
So
would
he
have
said-
pack money and buy $50 million.
it said 50 million in Los Angeles, US, so as to record his 4th studio album, A View of the House in the second frame.
He
So
bought a whole house to record one album.
yeah, and they've got a video and everything.
People don't know about Airbnb.
That's funny.
I'd love it. I'd read all the stories.
Yeah.
Well, what did I buy now?
There was a time I posted a picture. I was at the airport and I posted a picture of a plane, of the jet that was going to fly. And this rumor just started going around like, oh, Fireboy has bought a private jet. And my mom called me, like, Damola, congratulations, you never tell me. I knew it was bait. Because why would she say congratulations?
Yeah.
I'm like, so you saw that kind of thing, you believe it?
Yeah.
I will go and use my money to buy private jets. When you're in Abeokuta. It's crazy, man.
Come and pick me.
Yeah. Come on, baby.
Do people know how much it costs to maintain?
Yeah,
A
that's the
private jet?
problem.
It's
The
crazy.
crazy.
maintenance is
man.
mad. Fuel alone would just, I will just sit there.
Right, I didn't grow up rich, oh.
And the driver on
Come on,
call
man.
out. Crazy. Mad. Alright, boom. What we usually do before we let our guests get out of it, but we'll tell you guys one more time. Listen, Fireboy has a show
That's it.
on Wednesday, 16th of April at the Royal Albert Hall. What kind of songs can they be expecting to hear that night?
I'm performing songs from all my 4 albums.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a very intimate vibe, obviously, because kind of
Like 5, yeah.
all it is. But yeah, all 4 of my albums, I'm performing to my core fans because I know that the people that are going to be there are people that have been listening way back, even before I blew up. You know, real fans that know the deep cuts. I'm going to be performing deep cuts. You know, it's that kind of concert. It's that kind of it's that kind of venue where you perform the deep cuts and the very intimate songs, and songs that you don't really hear in the clubs or you hear outside in festivals. Songs that you listen to in your bedroom and you're like, I would give a lot to hear this live. Well, yes, here is your chance to hear it live.
That's the one.
Songs like that, yeah. So that's the kind of vibe that I'm going to
And
give.
there's going to be dancers,
Yeah,
live
of
band.
course, it's Afro beats. I only perform with a live band because I feel
That's
like that's the best way to really like.
It is.
Yeah, but it's also going to be very loud, very. Because at the same time, the band thing doesn't work for all kind of
Yeah,
songs.
of course,
So
yeah.
I'm experienced enough to know that. So obviously, I wouldn't. This is not gonna be the dull moment.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Special guest?
Good.
But there will be surprises.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one
I'm
more.
excited for.
What was my final distin? Tickets, are they still available?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where Ticketmaster or
Cocobar.com.
okay,
Right.
you heard it. You know, it can go in the description. As management, you have to so we send them to the right place.
Gotcha.
Send the link.
You know, what we usually do before we let our guests get out of here, we have a leaderboard. We'd really like your name to be on here because this has been a fun episode. You need at least 2 points. Sounds easy, isn't it? You need at least 2 points to get on the leaderboard.
Okay.
Yeah? We're gonna ask you 10 questions, 3 from each of us, and then there's one final question worth 10 points. I'm gonna read you your lifelines. So, if you're stuck on the question, you can ask a 90s baby. So if you ask me and you're stuck, you can ask Tem or VP for help, and vice versa. If you're stuck, you can change the question one time. So you can ask for us to change the question. We'll read you a brand new question, and you don't lose a point. Multiple choice. If you're stuck, we'll read you 4 answers, and you hopefully can pick the right one. You can skip one time. If you skip, you do not lose a point. For every question you get wrong, you lose a point. And the final question is worth 10 points. Are you ready?
Let's do.
All right then. What shirt number did Kanu wear for Arsenal?
Jesus Christ. Damola. 4.
Oh,
Yeah. Number 4.
that's Patrick.
Fudge!
25.
I was gonna say 27.
25.
Oh yeah, that was for Super Eagles now, but you made that first so iconic for the Super Eagles. I thought that was what it was. That's true.
Don't
Damn.
worry, maybe no.
So I've lost the points like
You've
this.
lost a point.
That's crazy, man.
Where in Nigeria has the most twins?
I forgot the name of this
Yeah.
place. It's a Yoruba town.
Do you know? Okay.
I
I'm
used
gonna-
to know.
I'm going to extend the Ask a 90s baby to your management behind the camera. She knows. You can ask her for
She
help.
knows.
Are you going to take that answer?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Well done.
Love you, Mama. Let's.
That's correct. They have the most twins.
Yeah.
I think it's about maybe
Something in the water over there,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
something in the
People
water.
go there to actually like
Try and
eat their food and stay there and
Yeah, they be having
It's crazy.
twins way more than anyone
something
else.
the
in
food
world.
and the water.
Okay, so you're back onto 0. The third and final question from me is, which Nigerian artist has an album called Celia?
Tiwa Savage.
Correct.
Oh, damn.
Cool.
All right. My one. What car did you use in the Hell and Back video?
That's a Dodge.
Could you give me the model, please?
A Dodge Camaro.
Oh, it's
Was
a
that
Dodge Charger. Close.
Christ.
It's okay.
Oh, but I got it. I got it right. There was a Dodge.
No. We need the car, the model.
He's the car guy, so
Yeah, we need that. You want to talk to you? I got a Mercedes. I remember the Dodge Charger you used for your song that you said is underrated. Right?
You got me there.
Yeah. Okay. Which phase of Lekki is closest to Victoria Island?
Should be phase 1.
Is that your answer?
You know, I didn't even know there was more than one phase. Oh.
You
I'm
can
gonna
only
be
answer
honest.
what you know.
It's always been Lucky Phase 1. Have you ever heard of Lucky Phase 2? That's fucking crazy, man. No, but if Lucky Phase 1 is closer to that Admiralty Way is phase 1 now. No, that's phase 1 now.
Yeah, phase 1. Hold on. Last question. Let me go. Tinubu is what number president of Nigeria?
Oh my God.
That's tough.
Pass.
Good
Yeah,
pass.
good
can
one.
pass.
To skip
Good
on,
one.
Good one.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
It was the 16th.
All right. Okay. My first question. In the game series God of War, what is the name of Kratos' son?
Jesus. Pass.
If you pass now, you will lose a point.
You could change question.
Okay, I'll change the question.
Okay, no problem. The answer. Do you know the answer?
It begins
Is
with
it
an
right?
A, right?
Yeah.
After me, something I can't remember.
Artemis.
Atreides.
Atreides. Oh,
Yeah.
God. I didn't play the game.
Ah, you should have.
Yeah. I should have. I'm more of a FIFA guy.
Fair.
Sorry.
All right. Question 2. On which continent would you find the city of Baku?
Oh, okay. The continent.
Is Baku in Thailand? Baku.
Oh, man.
Can I change questions?
No.
Really?
You got multiple choice.
Don't do that.
And yeah, probably not
Okay.
for this one.
Yeah.
Maybe save that. But
What options do I have as per?
You've only got multiple choice now, but that will be a waste.
Mm.
Okay, he'll just read you 4 continents.
I'll take my chances, man.
go on.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Multiple choice.
Okay. Is it Europe? Is it Asia? Is it Australia? Is it America?
Asia.
Correct.
Thank God.
All right, cool. And question 3. What does FIFA stand for in English?
I'm on 2 points now, right?
Correct. It's tough still.
It's tough.
It
In
sounds
English
easy,
or French? Yeah, I'll take it in
but
both.
it's tough.
FIFA.
Football international.
Internationale.
Football International Federation. Jesus Christ, man.
Do you know what? I'll give it to you if you finish the A.
It can't be association, man. Football International Federation. Ah, God damn.
Go with your gut, man. If you don't know the
I
answer.
have no choice now. I have to just go with as. It feels so wrong. Fuck. Association, man.
I'm going to give it to you because you got the right words. It is Federation, well, it's International Federation of Association Football.
It's weird because it's not in
So
the
weird.
right.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
It
That's why I
feels
said
wrong
I'll
to
give
say
it to you.
Football International Association after it's like.
Yeah.
Proper weird.
That's mad.
Yeah.
God damn.
Well done.
Well done.
Thank you.
You know,
Go
so
with your gut.
that
It
was
just
your
sounded
third,
so wrong.
That was my third, yeah.
Okay, so you're currently on 3 points. This is the 10-pointer, so you could go up to joint third. It's a good position to be in. You could go
Who
up
is
to
this 17?
Refa, you smashed
You
it.
smashed it.
Crazy.
Smashed it. So you could go up to joint third with 13. We'll read you our categories. Hopefully you pick the right one. Mine is in sport.
Mine is in Celine Dion.
Mine is in Disney movies.
I have to go with sport, man.
Okay. All right then. Who will host the 2027 Olympics?
Wow. They've decided
United
already.
States.
Correct.
Well done. Yeah, they were talking about LA.
Yeah, well
Well
done.
done.
Thank you. Thank you.
You made it.
I want to thank my fans at home.
Well
You
done.
made it.
Hey. Oh, Moyo. Sorry.
Sorry, Mario. Sorry.
Moyo's got already. man.
International stars enter the place. Internationally, you know?
Yeah.
Come
And you might
on.
be here for a long time. To be
Oh,
fair.
I
People
hope
have been
so.
Struggling.
Yeah, people have struggled.
Just,
this
wow,
year.
I underestimated the questions, man. Because I'm like, it can't be that tough.
Yeah. You looked at us and you
Crazy.
said, they're not smart
No,
enough.
no, it's not for that. It's just like, I'm like, we've been having fun all evening, you know, like.
They're not going to do me like that.
That's crazy,
That's
man.
funny. Yeah, that's it. You're on the leaderboard, man. That's the most
man.
important. That's even more important than
And
your
I'm even
friend.
on a different color of this thing.
Yeah. You're standing
Love
out.
standing
right now.
out.
I'm telling you, Royal Albert who has
Bro,
nothing
this
but
is
that.
crazy.
That one
This,
there.
right now, this is worth more than a Grammy, man.
Oh,
This is
of
crazy.
That's it. Forget about it. Forget about
Bro,
Sheeran.
this is crazy.
It's that one there. Yeah. No, amazing. Anything apart from the show as well, of course, which is going to be, of course, in the next couple of weeks. You said April 16th. April
Wednesday.
16th. So we make sure we get
It's a
the.
Champions League night. Tough. But it's also a very tough venue to get. So
Yeah.
you have to take whatever days you can get because it's very tough to get it. So
People show. And then what? I think it would be good to understand what song would you like people to take in of yours, like if they haven't heard of you, if this is the first time they're seeing you.
off the top of my head right now, I'd say Tattoo.
Tattoo.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the
I think-
gateway to Fireboy DML.
No, because I just think it's one of the most. It's when you're talking R&B
Yeah.
and Afrobeats.
Yeah.
I think it's the number one song you should think of.
Got you. Tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where do you like position yourself as well?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Not even just on like a top 10 list, but like, or top 5 or whatever. Like, how do you see a lot of like younger African artists kind of like looking up to you, trying to emulate your style, your direction within the scene, and you know? Or,
Yeah, I've seen a couple. I mean, in my head, I'm like, wow, it feels good to
Yeah.
like, you know, for
Best
people
form
to
of
look up
flattery,
to you and
isn't
all
it?
that, you know. But like, it's refreshing and all that. But it's not something I really think about, to be honest. I think when you have fans that hold you in high esteem,
Yeah.
that's enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, but seeing myself on the list and being a top 5, top 10, I don't really care about those things, to be honest. But like, as long as I have fans that rate me, like I know that I have fans that think I'm the best artist in the world,
Yeah.
and that's good enough for me. I'm a very content person, and I'm even with money too. Like, I'm good as long as I can take care of myself and my family and the people that I love, bro. I'm good, man. Like,
FIRS.
I'm not trying to be
Content.
like, I'm not even trying to be like, I'm good, man. Because no matter how much you rate yourself, there are other people too.
Of
man.
course.
So
Of course.
if you was to shout out 2 up and coming artists that you want people, you've heard this person and you want the world to, you know, go and check them out. Who would you say go and check out this person and this person?
Ayomaf. Ayomaf is a very talented young man coming up. He's done a lot in such a short period of time. He's very talented. His sound is very unique. And he's also very honest. I love honest songwriters, honest artists who sing their reality. And he's one of those people. Ayomaf, we have Shode coming up. We have a lot of young artists that represent the streets now, as they seem to be the ones taking over right now, and I think that's a good thing because the streets need, you know, representatives. So yeah, there are a lot of young upcoming acts. Bad Boy OML, Balo Rankin. This kind of things, because names, you always miss out names.
But just whatever
But yeah,
came to your
like
head, yeah.
so many, man. It's crazy. Also on the Ote scene too, the Ote scene, underground scene, so many coming up. I think this is the year for underground artists generally.
Good.
Me personally, I'm excited for stuff like that because Afrobeat is always churning out talents, like 3, 4 per year. But it seems like this year is seeming like 7, 8 artists are gonna like pop out at the same time.
Nice.
And I think that's a good thing because this Afrobeat to the world movement now we need more hands on deck. We need more refreshing sounds. So I'm excited for what's to come for these young artists.
Nice, man.
I don't want to sound too much like an OG, man.
You're still coming up.
Do you feel like an OG though?
Sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes I felt like an OG before, man. Like when I met King Maddie,
Mhm.
God, I've never felt so old. She's so Gen Z. She's so young, so fresh. Like the sound is fresh.
Yeah.
Ayomaf, when I met Ayomaf too, the way he was, I'm like, hey God, I've become, I've become an hunk. Like, so yeah, it's a good thing, man. You have to embrace it. So yeah.
Yeah.
But at heart, I don't really like to feel like that because
Yeah, it's still here.
before you go and box yourself into, because
Yeah.
there are OGs.
Yeah.
You know, that should be called OGs. I think I'm still learning, man. I still have a long way to go.
Amazing. Well, the tickets are out now. Make sure you go grab the tickets in the link in the description. Other than that, you know the theory, bro.
Arsenal win the Champions League.